anyways, back to what I was saying. Um, yeah, so, oh my gosh. Now, I was on a train once. I was. And there's a figure of speech as well, but there's just a lot, like, that's how I felt growing up, is like I wasn't liked, you know? And honestly, you don't always have to be liked. You know who really does need to like you? Yourself. And I'm still learning to love myself. This is called Reflecting Cast. You know, I just love, like, whatever's on my mind, we can just talk. You know, it's amazing. And it's fun. But yeah, I was diagnosed. I'll go back to what I was diagnosed with, depression, anxiety, because I was also getting bullied, and I was trying to get therapists. And this one therapist was really mean. She really was. No joke. I told her, I said, this person's bullying me, and then I told her, like, I had a family member that was at the same school, but took the bully side, and it was just so, it was really heartbreaking for that, because you would think that family member should take your side and not the bullies, right? And for the longest time, I never talked to that person as often, but now I feel like over the years, we've gotten close, and I love that person now, and she's become an amazing person. And you know, I can feel now, she was stuck in the middle. She was friends with that bully, and she was a family member. So like I can totally understand, like, why it was hard for her to choose, and we forgave each other. Like, I forgave her, and I'm just glad we're back to being close. Um, so, but yeah, back to the therapist. The therapist is like, "Oh, you're crazy, blah blah blah." She just wanted to keep giving me weird pills. Didn't really work as often. Um, but she also, like I said to her, I wanted to quit school because I couldn't handle the bullying. Like, the bullying was really bad. Like, she would have girls come up to me to call me the B word. Um, she would have people call me ugly. She would tell stories about lies about me, which is weird. They'd be like, this girl likes so and so, blah blah blah. This bully made this guy ask me out on a dare, and I didn't know until people were talking about it after, because we were dating for a week. I didn't really like the guy, but I tried it, and but it just didn't work out. He was nice. There's nothing really bad about him except for him dating me on a dare. Because I heard two girls were talking about it, and they're like, this was a dare. Now they're broken up. And said, what? A dare? I was so upset, and it was just, high school stuff. People, whatever. But like, there was a lot of other things like being said, and I was very like slow developed as a child too. So in high school, I lost my last and final tooth, and somebody found out, and it went all around the high school, and everybody made fun of me because I lost my last tooth, and it's just, I want to say it was in grade 10, I think. So, whatever. But yeah, the lady was really rude to me, the therapist. She was telling me I was crazy. She wasn't on my side. She was more on the bully side. And then she's like, well, you're just being ridiculous. Or she would just constantly like belittle me. And I'm like, you're a therapist. You're supposed to be on my side. You're supposed to tell me how to work things out. She wouldn't even tell me anything. So I said, well, I'm not seeing you anymore. You're making me extra, like, feel bad about myself. You're not helping. So I stopped seeing her. I seen another one. She was okay, but again, it didn't really work. Um, but yeah, from the doctors, I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety, which I do have a lot of anxiety. I overthink things too. So if somebody said something, and then I'm like, oh my god, it must be true, and then I overthink. So going back to when someone told me I was a bad owner because I didn't have like emergency fund, I was thinking back, oh my God, am I really a bad owner? And then I evaluated and go, if you were a bad owner, you wouldn't play ball with your dog. You wouldn't brush your dog. You wouldn't take your dog camping or walks. You wouldn't do nothing with your dog. So I am grateful, you know. Yeah, like I kind of like, you know, overthink things. And I'm grateful that I have done a lot with my dogs. I've trained Remi. I used some tricks and like I learned and I showed people a little bit like how to keep your dog from pottying, you know. Keep them on a leash. Keep them attached to you. If they have to go and they start sniffing, pick them up and go put them outside right away and go potty, potty, potty. Get all excited. And when they go potty, you either give them a treat or praise, you know. Or if you have a second dog, make sure your dog teaches that dog. You know, Buster taught, like Remi was kind of already half potty trained because where she lived, where she was from. So like that was amazing. But Buster helped too because you know she had like 2 accidents, but they were my fault. It wasn't paying too much attention. But other than that, she was an amazing puppy. You know, Buster took about I think a week pottying. Remi took 5 days, or actually 4 days, to really like not have accidents. And she was amazing. Like she still is, and so was Buster. Like, oh, amazing. You know, and I'm grateful. You know, I do blame 2020 though because Remi now has a little bit of anxiety, separation anxiety. Not bad, and we've been working on it, and she's been slowly being okay. Because in 2018, when we first got her, um, and we would go, and 2019, I would go occasionally to the store. She wouldn't cry for me. She could care less. Okay. But starting at near like the 2020, we couldn't really leave our house, right? Until like in the summer when everything was slowly opening up. And she was okay a little bit, and I think because Buster was still around too, she could care less that I was leaving, but also she. Hi guys, we're back. Look at my little co-host. Hi. We're back inside because the neighbor kids were outside, and Vinny was walking. I kind of look like I got double chin, so I'm trying to figure out a different angle. Oh, that's the biggest yawn, Angel. But yeah, like I said, in 2019 and 2018, she was okay. A little bit of 2020, she was okay as well, but she would whine for like, she would go for like 5 minutes. And it's like, no, it's okay, I'll be back, you know. She used to not really care. And I don't know if because Buster's gone too that she feels lonely, even though she's got Angel. My sister's home as well. And I don't go very often, so I don't know. But she's slowly getting okay with it because now, I'm sorry, the angle, I'm trying to get me and Angel. But yeah, like now she's getting okay. So it's like 2 minutes. Now it's lesser than the 5 minutes, which is good. But like she still kind of like makes this little noise, but then she's okay. And I'm really lucky that she does not destroy the house. She does not destroy blankets, beds, walls. She's pretty good. Right, Angel? Cutie boy tootie. But I'm going to end this. I hope you guys enjoyed our little podcast. Let us know what you would like us to talk about. Maybe more music. What is your favorite music that helps you if you have mental health? Yeah. Hug and love your pets. Don't stop believing in yourself. Embrace your today. Ask to offer another day. So see you, Angel. Cutie.